Hello? Hello. How do... Okay. Okay. So I'm not gonna be doing much painting right now, because I did order a bunch of the paints that I wanted to dry. Meanwhile, got this. Let's try this. Let's see now. Just gonna try, I guess, depending on how this goes, just like base this and then a bunch of other squigs for now. Ooh, spongy. Goopy. Can I just like scrape this off? So I'm hoping it's the same or similar consistency as Astro Granite, which I've been using before, but this is like way more more bang for the buck bucket. Like, yeah, it looks good. It's just brighter. But because I'm painting it anyway. Doopy-doo. I mean, I'm just. It's funny how I'm getting so much out of this just from the lid as well. I haven't even touched the contents. Florp. It's hard to get in there underneath. Oh, don't worry, this little grumpy mushrooms. You'll get paid soon enough. My humming is ruining the music, isn't it? Oop, I got some on the belly. That's fine. Da, 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 da. Ah! Darn your phone. Some chains that awkwardly in the way. Hi, Bear. Hello, Bear. Hi, Bear. Sorry for the impromptu late stream, but I meant to, and then I went like, I'll just slide down for a bit, and then, oh, look, it's time. So here I am anyway. So I'm applying goop. So basically, you know how I've based the previous ones with like some gravel, the stuff I used on the Loon Shrine as well, to like make it look like rough surface on it. I was using this Astral Granite. I still have some of this left, a bunch. Here's the thing though. This costs about twice as much as this, but it's like more than 10 times the amount. So it's a little more cost effective. Just trying to get into all the nooks and crannies now. And after this, I suppose I can just like pull out a bunch of the other squigs and just base them as well. Like, no painting today, I suppose. Just basing. Maybe some spontaneous Final Fantasy 10 slash 10-2. No, I don't have it. But what if? Phone! Phone is being weird. Yeah, you'll know. I'm not gonna just like surprise play it. You will know. I guess this phone is getting on in the years. It's like 4, almost 5 years old now, or something. I got it at first because it was like the phone I had at the time was getting old and it couldn't handle this gen apps. Like if I will, oh, I'm gonna try this game, and we just nope, the phone can't support it. Nope. Whereas this one has had no problems with that whatsoever. Come on, get in there, you little goopy stuff. There you go. It is starting to harden already. Yeah, I don't know how long this one will last in that regard. I have no idea. Oh, bugger, I got... Oh, there we go. It has served me well, though. But dang it, like, I'm trying to go back to fix stuff, but because it's like hardened enough already, it's like sticking to the stick. There you go. Just a little bit more. Jane Doe rerun? Okay, real quick. What's a Jane Doe? Oh, when you said you're gonna go lurk now, preparation, and then you said ZZZ, I thought you meant preparation for sleeping. And also, hi Zaz. Sorry. What is that? This is the Mangler Squig. Hello. It's two squigs in one. The plan is to paint it. I've ordered some paints I want to try on it, so they're not here yet. But before that, I am just basing it, which I am more or less done with now. Basing implying Mangler Squigs happens to be two large squigs that are chained together, that they just bounce into battle and see what happens. Basing is basically the putting on goopy stuff that hardens and creates like a texture terrain on like the ground they're standing on, rather than just being like a plain black circle. Okay, bye bear. I've been using up until now. I bought one of these, which is like the same thing. It's sort of the same stuff, just like another brand, the Citadel brand. Citadel being Games Workshop. I bought one of these, used it up, and this is the second one I've bought. And it's like sort of dried the cap or something. Anyway, essentially, this costs about twice as much as this, but it's like a sizable amount of difference in the volume instead. So a little more cost effective instead. So now, just gonna let that dry. And then you can paint it. And it create, yeah, it's like a rough texture. It's like, it looks like just gravel or dirt or something. Rather than just being like a black circle. There are other ones which are like, let's make it a little bit in there. Other ones which create like a really cool cracked surfaces. Like you just sort of slather on this goop, and when it dries, it creates like this dried earth crackle effect, which is actually really cool as well. Not what I'm going for, but I love how it works. I think I'm gonna leave this for now. And in my cave. I might actually be going to like an event really soon with some of these. So it's probably way too far out of the way for you guys. But in like 2 weeks? No. Yes, 1.5 weeks now almost. Like an hour and a half north of here. There's gonna be like a game event in Nordingrå. This place. And it's gonna be like a big game event the 3rd May. And the shop I'm currently working at, the game shop, happens to have also been invited to like set up a shop. They have like board games and stuff. But apparently a lot of like the guy who's like running this apparently has a lot of connections and supposedly has invited a lot of interesting people from like a lot of different one of the areas. I don't know the term. So some high-end people from like Paradox Interactive, I think, and from Games Workshop, and some creators and whatever. And like I don't know the specifics, but apparently there's a lot of people invited. And I'll be there. Entry is apparently free, so. Now it's probably, again, it's like north of me, and I'm like way north of you, so it's probably a fair distance away, and you may not have enough of a warning to be able to plan ahead for it. Maybe you do, I don't know. I will. Yeah, true, also with kids, also true. I need to clean this because it's gonna like dry. It is just like nerd game geek stuff, but I don't know if they're into that yet, so I need to get water to clean this thing. Nice and clean. Yeah, arcades are not really. I've only been to an arcade once, and it was in Costa Rica. I've never seen a proper arcade here. They're not really a thing, I think. Okay, here's my box of goodies. For a better view, Let's see. Move. I must put this aside for now. Here's how I've been storing everything. So I made this magnet box for sort of travel because they're all magnetized. Like I put little magnets in the bottom, so they don't move. Well, they can move if I'm too rough on the box. But overall, this is most of my stuff. This is how I brought the stuff to England, like on plane. So I think I got this from Biltema, the box, and then I got some of these like magnetic rubber sheets. It's not perfect, and like here in the bottom you can see there's like a curve, and they won't like stick to the curve because it like can't grip well enough. But overall it's worked. I could make a better one probably if I had a better box. But what I did was basically just I made the box, obviously magnetized everything, and then I put this in my carry-on case, which I just had with me the entire time for the entire air travel, plus a backpack so I could keep some actual stuff, because I don't remember the airline, but it was like a Swedish one, so it allowed like backpack plus carry-on. So I had like all of this in my carry-on, and then I checked my regular luggage, and plus the backpack, and I just kept trying to be very careful with this for the entire trip, and it worked. I was really worried when they would like check the X-ray everything during luggage control. They never asked me about it, but like, you know how you like throw on the cases onto the conveyor belt and it like goes into the machine, and you're like lined up, and sometimes one suitcase or something takes extra long. Like most people, they would go through and their stuff would take like a few seconds. Mine basically held up the line like 5-10 minutes where they would just like scan it, look at it, rescan it, just keep looking, like, the hell? But they never asked to like open it or anything, but eventually they just go, okay, you can go. Like, okay. Like, it's awkward because I know everyone is like stressed and they're waiting to get the stuff and like move on like into the actual like airport, and they're all waiting on my luggage, and I'm oh. Anyway, so these are some of the previous guys I've done. If I like turn it around, right? I might go back and change some other stuff, but basically this is the goal of like what I want to do with the basing. But I'll leave those for now, because for now I'm not grab. Oh god, I forgot about those. I forgot I tried to like fix those a little bit, but it ended up weird. Now there's like green stuff on them. I'm just gonna grab all of the squig stuffs and just start basing them. Just move this out of the way. One squig, two squig, three squig, more squigs. 1, 2, 3 squigs, more squigs. More squigs. All the squigs. I need to fuzz them all up eventually. What is your random suggestion? You may have one of those. That is allowed. Squig. 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 Also squig. 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 Background picture when you're painting. Printing a picture of the guys I'm painting and attaching. You mean like on the... Oh, you mean like not necessarily like on the stream covering, but like on the background of the blue thing. Yeah? I have no printer. It's not a bad suggestion, I just don't have any way to do that. Aside from just ordering something. You know what, let's just grab the other Loon Boss, Fungoid, Palooza, base all the things that drop the moon. Scragrot. And Squig, oh god, I almost dropped something. Squig Boss. That'll do for now because that's a fair amount of things to base. That does remind me, not specifically that, but it does remind me. Phone. That, stay put, phone. It's so one thing I actually really want, but it's sort of pricey, but I really want it. So obviously you can tell I have like a affinity for these guys, the squigs and the goblins. So this guy, this model, this is, if the camera there, Scragrot the Loon King. This is the faction leader. I mean, like, this is the big guy. He's not very big, but he's a very powerful wizard, very crazy, and very cool. And he has like 2 miniature squigs that carries his cape. And I love him. Yeah, green skins, like, as a whole, which are like orcs and goblins or whatever, and squigs, they're all like a fungoid. Anyway, so not long ago, let's see. Not very long ago. One moment. This became available for pre-order. And it's like a massive like statue sculpt of Scragrot that you can buy. It's a little bit pricey. I really want it. I will absolutely love this. But it's if you look on the second picture, you can see a guy holding it. But the total height is there's like more info. That's without tax and shipping. So it's like just under 10,000 crowns. Yeah, it is 47 meters high. So half a meter tall. I mean, yeah, just for background stuff, but... But yeah, like, it's this guy. And I really want him, and technically I could buy him and use a payment plan, but I would get yelled at by by people near to me if they knew if I did that. If they knew if I tried to do this, I would not get away with it. Especially because it's not something you can hide. There's no way to hide that you have this. And they're like, oh, how'd you get this? You know, found it. No. But I want it so much. It's like try to reach out to it. Yeah, but yeah, I have no way to justify. Yeah, I think I like tried to. Select payment plan list for whatever. Pre-order now. It's also a limited edition, so it's 1 out of 700 total. Shopping cart. Tax. Go to checkout. No, do I have to log in? I don't want to create account. I want to log in. Let me log in, dang it. There. And my password isn't saved. Hang on. Or is it? And I just lost it. How did I do this before? Forgot my password. If there's an account associated with the thing. Or maybe I didn't have an account. That's also possible. Then how did I see the numbers? I don't know what I've done. Oh, that's where you click. Estimate shipping and tax. I missed that button. Sweden. Västernorrland. Numbers. Hey. Okay, so with tax, the tax would be like 180 euro. So total, including tax, would be 911 euros. Unit sec. Yeah, 10,000. 10,000 crowns. That 10,000 crowns total. Shipping and tax. Well, 10,000 crowns and 11. Let's see. Does it actually show like the pay? Like you can choose payment plans, 6 installments. Okay, let's try that. Update. It says first payment, which will be right now. It doesn't go up. Oh, that's actually something. It doesn't. Over 6 payments. So. €384 right now for that, like the deposit and like first payment. To sec. 4,200 crowns. And then roughly €100 per month for 5 months. Ngang, 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 ngang. Yeah, apparently there's no extra. I thought it would be like, oh god, you gotta go up like plus 20% because nope, no extra. Yeah, so immediate deposit with like 25%, and then another €100 per month for 5 months. So 6 months total for 10,000 crowns. I mean, I would also do so, but I don't have money. In fact, I don't even have the money for the deposit right now. So, as much as I want to click on this, it's not an option. I legit do not have the deposit to even pre-order it right now. But in a few days... I want it so much, but it's... I need to stop. I need to take away the page. It's just... It's not accomplishing anything. Okay, let's just... Boosh. So, here's my current financial situation. I have, for a very long time, been living on basically government aid. I only very recently started getting like ADHD meds, so like there's a lot of things that are going new to me. But before that, I've just been like living on support, which has meant like I get rent covered and then like a little bit of money for food and some other bills, etc. Not much, but it's been enough to like live on, but not enough to save. Much less buy things. Or a lot of things. Some of these are dusty. So very recently, however, like almost half a year ago now, I started like work practice arbetsträning in a game board store. And then coupled with that, I also got basically I was told I was going to get like a official job through Samhall, so like a semi-government aid thing job. So I continue the like job training thing I'm already doing, but then I also get like an actual job while doing it, which I've never had before. So I got my first payment last month, but that was only like half of the payment, like a third of the payment, because of like when we signed the contract for everything. Because we signed the contract in like in February, so then in like Mars, in Mars we got the pay, but then we only got pay for like from the day we signed the contract in February, so we only got like less than half. So like this month I've struggled because I've like suddenly not had money. Like I just barely had enough for rent, even though I wasn't getting aid, I was getting my own money, but it wasn't enough for rent and food basically almost. So I had to get a little bit of help. But in a few days I should be getting my like first proper pay, and I'll have more money than I've ever had before. And it's not even like a well-paying job, it's just like a default paying thing. I am somewhat worried though how long it'll last. Why is there a string on this? Is there a hair? Is it my hair? Like right now, like I've been meshing. I've been meshing really well with the people at the store. It's like a very small game store. It's like not. It goes around, but financially speaking, if they had to pay for me being there, it wouldn't be an option. Like we've talked about this. It is possible to get like monetary support. Like the store can technically get like an aid thing where they have to pay like a small upstart, and then that would cover like some of the costs, and the rest is like covered by like Arbus again. But even so, it would be hard to make it go around for the store. Like it could technically work, but it was like start going in red, probably, unless I somehow can like manage to like drum up enough business for the store on my end that that I somehow can like be considered a hire just on that. I've played with the thought that this looks like a mess, but technically a mess is good, but I don't know if it's like I'm okay with this mess. I have played with the thought like, what if I could like paint in the store? Legit, like just the goblet is an impulse thing. Oh, you mean, yeah, Scragrod. Yeah, it is a bit of an impulse thing, but it's also limited 1 out of 700. What if I wait too long and then it's no longer available? Nah! I've also considered like sometimes I just paint a little bit. Like I actually I managed to get like a decent box where I can just like store all of my painting stuff, like a organizer box. And what if I just like paint in the shop? Because sometimes we just sit there for hours because nothing, like, oh, we open just before lunch, a bunch of people come in, and then after lunch, dead for a few hours, which is not unusual for stores, especially in a small city, small town store. So for a while I was painting and like I was doing like this kind of stuff, I had to bring it all back because we had to like clear it out because stuff. I'm not gonna mention that. Unrelated. Nothing bad on my part. Yeah, it's a board game and bookstore. So board games mostly. Some board games mostly. Some books and manga and Warhammer stuff. So most of what the store goes around on is the Warhammer purchases. Mostly from people like in town who like go there, they order their stuff directly through the store, even though they could order on their own. And it helps like the store like go around. Like without that, the board sales alone wouldn't be enough. Like sometimes there's people, oh, okay, I'm just gonna like order, like, okay, I have like a list here, and then you type it down, and then like, okay, this is gonna be like 12,000 crowns. Okay, we'll tell you when it's here. Otherwise, it's gonna be like, hello, I'm looking for something fun to play with my grandson. Do you have something like Monopoly, maybe? Like, yes, we have Monopoly and many other options that we can recommend instead. It's also card stuff like Magic the Gathering. There was a board game store that worked basically like this. People could enter do stuff normally, or they could have a small fee to play any game there for free. They could return on the money on snacks. Stuff like that has been brought up. The problem is, so the store moved in town. It moved like 2 years ago. The first place, it was like a lot larger, but it couldn't. It was really out of the way, and no one aside from people who actually like knew where it was would find it. Whereas now it's in a very central location, and we get people very often like, oh look, I just saw this store here and figured I'd walk in, and wow, like it's getting a lot of more business in the long run. The problem is it's a lot smaller. There is very little room, much less no room for doing things. There's like one small table with like 2 chairs, and that's it. Like there's no place for like people to hang, really. A lot of people like come in and ask like, wouldn't it be cool if we could like do a cafe gaming thing store? Yeah, that would be so good. Oh yeah, like we wish. But there's so much to go around and like to get that to work, and then not to mention like if you start selling food of some kind, it becomes a matter of like having licenses for that, and it becomes like an entire matter of like cleanliness standard, like hygiene, which is like okay, we have like there's a bunch of dust behind that desk over there, but it doesn't matter, no one sees it. Like we know about it, but no one will see it, so we just leave it, whatever. Whereas if you start serving food, like that's not even allowed. I don't know. Not to mention we'd have to like have someone upkeep all of the snacks and food and whatever. Technically speaking, I think pre-packaged food, like snacks, as you say, generally, is okay. You don't need any special license to sell that, because it's like that's how it arrives and how it's packaged. It's fine. But if you're gonna start selling like buns or stuff, that'd be a different tale. Or coffee, I guess. But as I already stated, it's simply way too small. Much too small to like do anything. It's even a problem now, like we want to like have more things in the store, but like there's no place to put it. Like, hey, wouldn't it be nice to have like a another like paint stand here? Yeah, but then you can't walk around there, and like there's no room. Like there's legit no room. We'd have to start offering a function over form. No, we have to get not even that. Like it wouldn't work. Like you have to put up stuff in the way for people, and then you couldn't like barely get by. Unless we're gonna start covering up the windows, which is not a good idea. The store does have like one benefit. Like it doesn't. It used to be like a good hang spot for stuff. Doesn't work as much now, but instead, for like playing card games, like a lot of Magic the Gathering, whatever, because like the store is like where we get all the Magic stuff. And there's a lot of that being sold. But we're working like very closely with en förening, spelförening, a game club, I guess, in town, and we work very closely with them. So like we hold events together. It's like not nearby is the problem. It's like in another part of town. But generally, they hold like all the actual game events and whatnot, and scheduled gaming things, and they're the hangout spot. But also like we're the not retailer. We are the retailer, but the supplier. So for Magic stuff, we like prepare stuff and then just hand it over, and then like just sell it all. Well, not all of it, but like a lot of it, or some of it at least. Sell it like at location. I haven't done that myself yet. There's a bit of a craze going on right now. So right now, I can tell you it's the lull before the storm. The storm being in less than 2 months, they release Magic the Gathering crossover with Final Fantasy. And there are so many pre-orders for that. It's even weird because looking at like things we've gotten, like usually when you order something, like okay, Magic the Gathering releases like a new set every like couple of months, to the point where it's like gotten even less than every couple of months, like every month even. I could not answer that, I'm sorry. I don't have the numbers. Me no good numbers. But like we have noticed with Hasbro, optimistic or cautious regarding what? That we don't have the number. Like I would like to stay there, like as a job, and like not full time, but like I am cautious. I would very much like, but I know it's not necessarily gonna happen, and I don't know what would happen if not that. puts the gloop on the thing. Aw. I would love to have you, valued customer. It is noticeable because it's like one of the few game stores like in the surrounding towns whatsoever. So we get people that sometimes come by from like other cities because they don't have one of their own. But even so, like it's also awkward because as often as we would like to sell things, we often get people coming asking about things, and we can't keep enough of a stock. So like we try to keep a stock of like a couple of games, like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 of the big sellers. But everything else, board game wise, we can only like keep us like maybe 1 or 2 copies of, or even just 1. And then sometimes people come asking for things, and we're like, sorry, we don't have it right now. My brother went like, oh, well, you know how you can increase revenue? You can start selling online. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Like, we have like individual copies of a lot of games. Like, if we started selling online, we don't even have... We would need like a proper storage area for things. First off, we do not have that. Oh yeah, Katana Agricola, those I recognize immediately. Katana Agricola, Carcassonne, Domino, Queen Domino. There's like 100+ games. Like a lot of like proper big ones and also like small ones. Like small ones being like get like tiny little box, like a card pack game, but you can like actually have it like a game. There are hundreds, and we say this to a lot of people. There's probably something for everyone. We just don't know what specifically you happen to fancy yet. But yeah, basically everything, basically board games. Everything from Monopoly to Gloomhaven. Frosthaven even. Like, there's a 14-kilo box that's just standing on the floor in a corner because like it's too heavy to put anywhere. It's too big of a box to do anything with, so it's just standing there. There's also some literature, fantasy, sci-fi, etc. Manga, to a degree. Introduce the people. Every week have a game of the week, teach the rules, and make some small gameplay to show people. True. It would have to be simple games though. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Registering in advance. Like, we get people who just walk in and they don't know what they want. And if we're gonna like just teach people sort of randomly, then how are they gonna register in advance if they don't know about it? Like, if they don't know about the store or care about it, then they won't sign up, right? I like the idea, but I don't know how it would work on paper. Yeah. Stuff on the sides. Yeah, we do have loyal customers, but then they already have the games or know about it. It's a weird problem. I understand your thought process. It's just like there's no easy fix. That does remind me of something we did for a moment before it slipped my mind, and now I'm like, what was it I was just thinking about? I don't. It also depends what people like want to do. One of the more recent big sellers, though, is Hidden Reality, and this is something that's actually garnering some attention. People come asking for a lot. It's these. It's a Swedish company even that make murder mysteries. Essentially, they make these like, you know, like in movies, and they have like this brown, not pamphlet, but like a paper bag, like a brown cuvert, brunt cuvert. I don't know, I forget the English. That they have like all the files in, like a brown file, whatever. You buy one of those with the name of the mystery, and then you have to like open it up and solve the mystery. You get like a bunch of like evidence files, eyewitness files, reports, a bunch of notes back and forth, and the goal is to solve the mystery. And you can do this as a group, and they're actually really good. The problem is that they're one-time things, because like once you solved it, like okay, now we know we know what happens. What you can do, however, is, oh gosh, I dropped it. You can like repackage it and just give it to someone else, another group of people. But the Hidden Reality are one of the like more popular things that are popping up. And they're like they try one, or they heard about it, and then they come and buy one, and then before long they come back and want to try another one because they liked it. Okay, some of these look weird, like these look really blotchy, and then like I guess I can leave it like that and see how it dries and whatever. We'll just see how it goes. I can fix it later. You want to make an ARG? You want to make an ARG for the server? That's fun. Very awkwardly... very awkward to like actually get working though. Because it's gonna be either way too difficult or like solved in an instant. They are fun though. They do? I haven't played that yet. I tried a demo and went like, yeah, I want to play this, and I still haven't. I never did pick it up. Do you know anything about what they do now? Like, they made an amazing game. It won like some awards, I think. Again, I haven't played it myself yet, but like I want to. It was really hyped. It performed really well, etc. Do you know what the devs are doing now? Or they may not have like actually said anything. Or are they just like, are they doing additional content for it? I have no idea. I'm always curious, like, when an indie game, when an indie game does well, what happens to the devs afterwards? Oh geez, I forgot about Board Games Arena, I'll be honest. I do have one thing. Not right now, but... I did get this thing, which I never did anything with. So, another one of the sort of popular things that is at the store. Exit games. So... this is one of the hard ones, because I wanted to challenge myself right from the get-go. But unlike being like a murder mystery, this is like an escape room thing. Where you open it up, and you can't really repackage it, because when you play it, you consume the bits. Like you have to rip pieces and fold other things. Like the game is only meant to be played once, and after you played it, like through it, you can't like play it again without like just having pieces already solved. I don't know. But this is something I actually picked up, and I figured I wanted to try and stream this, and I've forgotten about it. I've forgotten about it repeatedly. Exit the Pharaoh's Tomb. An escape homeroom game for the home. I don't know How old are your kids again? Because I know they actually have some child variations of these. Yeah, legacy games. Those are fun. 4 and 7. Yeah, for 4 would be... Oh yeah, right. He's not entirely verbal yet. I just remember that there's like a couple that are like the Jungle of Riddles and Riddles in Monsterville. Isn't there like a Cookie Factory one as well? It's a Catan one? Oh! Oh wait, that is one. Oh, actually. There's... Oh. This one is actually rated for 5 years up, so it's not that difficult maybe, but... And then there's the jungle one for 5 to 7. Oh god! Random video. That was loud. Probably too young now. But it is an option maybe, eventually. Oh, the video that started auto-playing for me? I don't know. It got really loud for me. I wasn't prepared for it. Yeah, those are the 2 children ones. Yeah. I know. I get it. I think I would have really liked it when I was young. Oh yeah, like I started streaming like much later than intended. Regardless, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the chat. It was nice to have someone along while I was doing this. So anyway, good night. See you around. And have a nice night. I already said that. I said good night. I can't say good night and then have a nice night because that's the same thing, right? It's redundancy. Redundancy is not efficient. Thank you. And good night. That does remind me when you say that. Yeah. Bye-bye. Put the goop on the base. Oh, does it actually dry out like that? Let me look at the mangler. Like, I've been looking at these, the first ones, and they look like really like thin. But I'm noticing that the lid, when they dry out, they just turn out that way apparently. I mean, I put on a lot of this, but yes. No. Yeah. Tasty. More squigs. How many squigs do I have? I have like 10 of these that I haven't even assembled yet that I got like later. That I keep forgetting about. They're in bubble wrap. Let's separate them again. Gobapalooza. Loon Boss. And a Squigs, okay. It's Squig Boss. Excuse me. Excuse me. Before this, I spent all day playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on hard difficulty. Like, this looks almost sad now compared to the other ones, but maybe it is fine. It's hard to tell. Like, look at these. But they do dry out, and they do end up sort of like that, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. Squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky, 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 squeaky. What else? The Twitch anniversary, whatever. I can't spell I keep spelling anniversary. Does it do anything? Nah, not really. One squig, two squig, three squig, many squig. Drop them. Whip. No, that's the last squig. That is way too much. Hmm. Good enough. Hey. Okay, Gobapalooza. Gobapalooza. A few more. I think the feet are supposed to. Well, there's pads, but the pads are only there to like glue. I think I can cover up the pads. Ah. Um, 3 more models. Well, there's a lot more in the box, but for now. Got that all over his foot. Not great. Only the spiker left. 6-footed monstrosity. Probably the most awkward one to get in and under. Uh, his ugly foot is getting all covered up. Oh, just a random bit. Squig. There, it's gone. This one is incredibly awkward to reach underneath because there's so many legs. Oh god, that one's covered. Good enough. And finally, Skragrot. Bear! I've been basing squigs. All of my squigs. And some heroes, and now Scragrod, which is the final thing which I pulled out. Very based squigs. In fact, I just about finished. There. I think that'll do as a first pass on the basing, and we see how it turns out. Anyway, this stuff works great, and it lasts a lot longer than this. Plenty of pulls, you say? That's a lot of pulls. That's enough for a guaranteed 5-star, isn't it? Assuming it's got the same system as Genshin and Honkai. What character is it again? Jane Doe? Oh, sudden hiccup. That's not a rat, is it? Oh, no, wait, I see a tail, yeah. And weird little ears. Otherwise very, womanly. A criminal behavior specialist working as consultant for the Criminal Investigation Special Response Team. Ugh. Based. Same. I say sip, but that was a bigger sip. Anyway, as I did just say, I'm more or less done right now. It was a bit of an impromptu stream, and I've almost got the 3 hours anyway. Anyway, I based the big squig, all my other squigs, and some heroes, which I haven't done before. I actually do have. I have a lot more smaller things that can use basing, but those can wait. These are all the things that I would probably use, much more likely to use, rather than the other things. Anyway, let's see now. Oh, I can smooth that out a little bit. Squish. That'll do. You can notice that the first ones, the more they dry, the more transparent it becomes. So at first I thought like, oh, did I do it wrong? Like it's super thin now all of a sudden, but then that's just how it turns out apparently. When it just starts to dry. Unless it's thick, it's not white. I am gonna paint over it anyway, so. Also, thank you, Bear! Yay! Happy affiliate anniversary, which I had no idea was happening until I started the stream and it said that was happening. I remember I missed it entirely the previous years as well. Like, huh? That was a thing? Because apparently you can set a reminder or something, but the reminder is basically just like a small little note in the streams that just says, hey, it's time for your anniversary. And then apparently you have like 48 hours around the anniversary to celebrate it. And all it really does apparently is that it gives access to this party hat in chat for anyone viewing. That's my understanding of what it does. Anyway, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Do you not have the party hat? It should be usable by default for anyone in the chat. Yay. On the day of your event, a special party hat icon will appear on your channel. When new viewers and existing followers visit your chat, they will be encouraged to show some extra love with a celebratory message. Yeah, no, it's just a temporary small thing. Anyway. I really need to go pee, so I'm gonna raid. Someone is available right now, and the only one I really see right now is Shadow at Noon, so let's just go so let's just go say hi to her, and then I can go pee. And I can put this away till it dry. Anyway, thanks for coming back to say hi again, Bear. You wanna real quick, you wanna know something fun I did yesterday? I braided my hair. I got my hair braided by my brother's girlfriend. And then I tried to just do a simple, just like a side front braid. It didn't turn out well, but you know, like sort of like this, just hang like a small braid. We can try to do that more in the future, maybe on stream even. We can get some feedback and also like see myself doing it, so I get some more instant feedback, because I wasn't using a mirror before. Anyway, for now, let's go and say hi to Shadow, and I can go pee. Very important. Okay, bye-bye. Bye, Bear. Bye-bye, Bear. A bear bears. A bear bears bears. How many bears do bears bear?